McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I want to see Morgan trying to get him the football into the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 10. Running right, here's A-Chain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
On play action, here's Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete.
But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Tua going to try and run.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made by B.J. Hill. A gain of 2.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. His first catch. Good for 9 in the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Gun. Shot.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
49-yard line.
Tua now on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's O'Shea.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack even. So change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Burrow will throw. This is Smith to the ground. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to pass. Tua.
Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's another Dolphins first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Now Tua. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, come on.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it is caught. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 4 yards.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return. Now the ball's loose.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And the passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go ahead.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now Tua on the bootleg here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
39-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Throwing, Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
To throw, Burrow.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
11 MT, 11 MT.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all